Hello children, let's continue with the chapter, that is chapter number 3, Understanding Quadrilaterals of Standard 8th. Till now we have studied about various properties of quadrilaterals. We have used those properties to solve the examples also. Now we are heading towards another topic, that is types of quadrilateral. Initially we will be studying about various properties of different types of quadrilaterals. So let's begin. Before I proceed directly to the quadrilaterals, let us revise little bit about lines, various lines, a pair of lines and a transversal, or a pair of parallel lines and transversal. So now this is a pair of line L and M, and that is a transversal T. In such a case, you get 8 angles. So these are the angles which are being represented. Now let us see what the corresponding angles are. Angle 1 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 8, angle 2 and angle 6, angle 3 and angle 7. These pair of angles are called as corresponding angles. In case the lines are parallel, say line L is parallel to line M, in that case the corresponding angles will be equal. So, angle 1 will be equal to angle 5, angle 2 will be equal to angle 6, angle 4 will be equal to angle 8, and angle 3 will be equal to angle 7. Let us learn about some other type of angles also. Here we have the same pair of lines which are parallel, that is line L and line M with the transversal T, and we have the 8 angles which can be shown in the figure. Here we come upon alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are the angles which are on both the sides of the transversal. When I say interior angles, then it has to be between the given two lines. And when I say alternate, so it actually means one on each side of the transversal. So these two, angle 4 and angle 6, make alternate interior angles, and angle 3 and angle 5 also make alternate interior angles. They are on each side of the transversal as well as between the parallel lines. So they are called as alternate interior angles. Moreover, if the lines are parallel, then the interior angles which are alternate, they are equal also. That is why we will say that angle 4 is equal to angle 6 and angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Similarly, we have another pair of angles which are alternate exterior angle. They are alternate means one on each side of the transversal, and their exterior, that means outside the given pair of lines. So actually we are talking about angle 1, 2, 8 and 7. Here angle 1 and angle 7, angle 2 and angle 8 are the alternate exterior angles, and since the lines are given to be parallel, these alternate exterior angles are equal in length. So we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 7 and angle 2 is equal to angle 8. The next pair of angles, they are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. They are interior, that means inside the lines, given two lines. That is, we are talking about angle 4, 3, 5 and 6. Here angle 4 and angle 5 are on one side of the transversal. So they are called as interior angles on the same side of the transversal, and their sum is 180. Similarly, angle 3 and angle 6 they are also known as interior angles on the same side of the transversal, and as the lines are parallel, these two angles add up to 180 degree. That means interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary if the lines are parallel. These pair of angles are also known as co-interior angles or allied angles. With this, we'll read out certain important points. A quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. Parts of the quadrilateral, they are four vertices, four sides, four angles and two diagonals. Now these are various types of quadrilaterals that we are going to study. Here we have a quadrilateral ABCD and a diagonal AC and BD. The types of quadrilaterals, we are beginning with the topic. The very first one is trapezium. A trapezium is a quadrilateral with at least one pair of parallel sides. In the given figure, side AB and side DC are parallel to each other, whereas side AD and BC are not at all parallel. So in the given figure, as there is only one pair of opposite parallel sides, we are going to call this quadrilateral as a trapezium. Two pair of adjacent angles are supplementary in a trapezium. This is because if we are talking about angle A and angle D, they also can be called as co-interior angles, and we know that their sum is 180, that is they are supplementary. Similarly, angle B and C are also co-interior angles, and that is why they also add up to 180. That is why in a trapezium, two pair of adjacent angles are supplementary. The next one, here we have ABCD with AC and BD as the diagonal. Now this is isosceles trapezium. The speciality of isosceles trapezium is you will have one pair of parallel sides and the next pair which is not parallel, they are equal in length. That means AB is parallel to DC and AD is equal to BC. So herein, since one pair of non-parallel sides are equal in length, this trapezium has a special name. It is called as isosceles trapezium. The properties of isosceles trapezium is diagonals are equal. So we can say that AC is equal to BD. Base angles are equal. Here angle A and angle B can be considered as base angles. They are equal in measure. Similarly, angle D and angle C are also base angles. So they are also equal in measure. Next we are coming up to kite. A quadrilateral with two distinct pair of equal adjacent side is a kite. Now this is a kite wherein we have two sides, two pair of sides which are equivalent. They are adjacent also. So this side and this side, they are equal in length. This one and this one are also equal in length. So we have two pairs of adjacent sides which are equal in length. This figure is a quadrilateral and we call it a kite. In a kite, the properties are diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So we can see that both the diagonals form an angle of 90 degrees. Here the longer diagonal, also known as the major diagonal, bisects the shorter, that is the minor diagonal. Here we will see that this two parts of the shorter diagonal are equal in length, whereas you will see that the longer diagonal is not at all bisected. It actually means the longer one bisects the shorter diagonal. One pair of opposite angles, they are equal. So here we will see that this angle and this angle, they are equal in measure, whereas the other two are not at all equal. So in a kite, there is only one pair of opposite angle that are equal in measures. Let us move to parallelograms. A quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel, it is called as a parallelogram. So here you have a parallelogram wherein opposite sides are parallel. So we can say that this side and this one, they are opposite to each other, they are parallel also to each other. These two are also parallel to each other. So this figure is called as a parallelogram. Now the properties of a parallelogram: opposite sides are parallel and they are equal in length also. They are parallel as well as equal. Opposite angles are also equal. So we can say easily that the angles which are opposite to each other, they are equal in measure. Adjacent angles are supplementary. Adjacent angles will be supplementary because adjacent angles will be forming co-interior angles because the lines are parallel. That is why their sum is supplementary. The speciality of the diagonals is both the diagonals, they bisect each other. With this, we come to the end of few of the topics that are under the heading types of quadrilateral. There are many other quadrilaterals which we are going to study later on. Till then, thank you.